Morning everyone. Today we're going to be dropping off the last little bit of last year's canola crop at a grain terminal. Fits in this silage truck of ours, so we're just going to be driving this there. Dad filled it up yesterday. He weighed it. We got exactly 4.69 tons in here. It's not a lot and it's pretty dirty, but grain is in high demand right now, so you can get away with that stuff these days. I just got on the road and I was heading down to the elevator, and then I realized I forgot a scraper for the corners of the box. Most elevators will have one around the unload area, but you never know for sure. So I turned back. We'll go take it off our auger. That's what we're looking for. That's it over there on the right side of the road. Saskatoon West G3 grain terminal. It's always fun. Pretty cool. They got a probe, they stick it in the back of the truck, do a test on the canola, and then they unload you right away. So pretty straightforward. So this is pretty interesting. It's the load slip for the canola we just dropped off. Shows the moisture percentage only 6.2, super low. Green percentage, so that would be bits of grain that weren't completely mature and dried out yet. Oil percentage, dockage percentage. I don't know why there's that much dockage. It was pretty dirty, so I guess that's why. And then the total that we dropped off right here, 4.72 tons, 208 bushels. So pretty cool. We're actually gonna head down to Purdue, which is a town that's about 20 minutes away from the farm, and go to Full Line Ag. That's the ag code dealer, so Fendt, Massey, Challenger, and I believe they also deal for Versatile. So they're having some ride and drive days. You guys probably remember Austin from Full Line Ag. He's out there too, I believe. So we're gonna go check out some brand new equipment. I think they have a Fendt self-driving sprayer there, which is something that's pretty new, I guess. So we're gonna go and check it out. Well, we're here at Full Line Ag and checking out some equipment. This is Austin.
How you doing? So we're here having our ride and drive event. So essentially what it is, we're having a bunch of customers come and step into some of this new equipment, take it for a drive. We can tell them a little bit about it and see some smiling faces. So right behind me right now is a Fendt 930. It's the Gen 6, so it has the new MAN engine. It's all upgraded and looking pretty sweet. Right here we have the new Massey 6S tractor as well. This is got the new styling, some of the new technology. And then back this way, if you can see behind the fence, someone's just doing a little bit of a ride and drive with that Fendt Rogator sprayer, the new one that just came out. Along this side we have a little bit of stuff. We have a little Massey garden tractor, and then we have some zero-turn mowers. So I'll maybe try and get Jan on one of the mowers and get a video of that.
This is what I came here to drive, man.
Yeah, perfect.
Sweet.
So this 930 would be very similar to the one that we demoed. Was that 2 years ago now?
Yeah, 2 summers ago.
Yeah, that would have been a while ago.
Yeah.
More or less the same. That one was a 415 horsepower, whereas this one's just a 300 horsepower.
Okay.
For this.
There's a little camera right there too.
Yeah, a little camera so you can see what's going on in front of you. If you had that silage blade,
yeah,
it'd be pretty sweet.
And I guess the whole front axle squats down to pick this weight up. That's always pretty cool.
Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll jump in there, I'll start it up, and I'll show you actually the range of motion, the travel that we have. in, you're driving. Going down this dirt stretch, so it just goes straight here. And it's gonna give us RPMs to keep speeding up, keep speeding up. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now start pulling back. So it's speeding up, slowing us down, giving us more revs when we need it. So when we had to slow down there, you were in a hurry because you were holding it. It revved it right up to bring it right down.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Jake brake on a truck there.
Oh yeah.
Just tearing up the nice full line lawn.
I know. Yeah, we got it cut right before this, and it was muddy yesterday, kind of. But yeah, so if you watch that front axle suspension, it's just going to be constantly moving as we're going through this washout here. Oh, you took her too slow. Loop around, hit her fast.
All right.
For a large tractor like this.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth, man.
Yeah.
Well, we just took this thing for a spin, and that front suspension is unreal.
And if you go around the back as well, you got rear suspension, big ones, all ride adjustable on the back as well. So
what is this thing?
So this is the new Fendt Rogator sprayer. It's the next generation of the Rogators. So still the same C-channel chassis. It's still a Rogator. Don't kid yourself, but it's just the next generation, and now it's graduated to the Fendt platform.
Cool. So these things used to be yellow.
So they used to be yellow. We have a couple of them over there. Now they're green, now they're Fendt. Now they come with the Fendt Gold Star warranty, a 3-year, 2,000 hour warranty on these things. And they've upgraded some things. You got a new independent suspension on all wheels. There'll be a trigger on the bottom. Yep, the ladder comes right up. Yep, and then push forward. Then hit that front one right now. So we're speeding up automatically. Let it keep going, let it keep going. Now, say we hit that second one, yep. So now we're coming to our headland. It's gonna slow us down. We're gonna make our turn and make it a fairly tight one. Just keep it, yep, like that. You come around, now you're gonna hit C1. It's gonna speed us up. Now we're spraying again. Then the same thing.
All right, let's see how hard we can whack that fence over there with the end of the boot.
Go really fast.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun out there in Purdue with Full Line Ag and Austin there, checking out the new Fendt tractors. Crazy sprayer, crazy tractor, and even that zero-turn mower was really fun to get on and rip around, so smooth. But now we're going back to the farm and we're gonna do some real work. So there's one thing in the parlor that's pretty cool I could show you guys. If you remember, we installed this rail which had some bars in there that would hold the milk line up right here. Since then, we've taken that out of the parlor. It was just more in the way than it actually helping us, so we decided to get rid of it. We tried it out for probably 6 months and then it just wasn't a fit for our milking parlor. We're trying something new though, and it's just on one milker. We figured instead of buying 24 of them, we'll just do it in one, run it for 6 months and see if it works for us. And it's the second line that you guys can see coming down to the milk line. This is the main line. It'll pull it up, and that's what actually removes the milker from the cow's udder when she's done being milked. And there's a second line only on this one milker coming down, and that's what's holding the line right here. And it's pretty simple. There's just a counterweight system up in here. We can open the cabinet up. So this main rope goes into this tube right here for the auto takeoffs, and this other line comes in right here. There's basically just a weight right here, and goes around the 2 pulleys on top, and that kind of holds the line up. They're definitely a lot more expensive. Instead of buying 2 units for 6 cows, you gotta buy a unit per milking point. And these are $500 or $600 a pop, so a lot more pricey. That's why we went the other route first. Well, we just grabbed group 2, put them in the holding area. We're gonna scrape all these alleys clean. When I was grabbing the cows, I noticed, gee, that's a lot of water in the alleys. Lo and behold, water bowl's been overflowing here. So, oh, that is some ice cold water. Just gonna dump it. Then we'll take the lid off here and see if we can figure anything out. Okay, so we already figured out our problem. There's supposed to be a screw right here that holds the float to the valve, and then the float will lift the valve up and it will shut the flow of water off, and that's how this thing's supposed to work. But for some reason the screw just fell out and it just hangs there loose. It doesn't do anything, doesn't shut the valve off. And seeing as how I just dumped that water bowl and probably dumped the screw on the ground, I need to go find myself a new one. Shoot, they should have looked at it before we dumped it. Maybe that screw was on the bottom of that water bowl. Found the screw out of a box for a new valve. I hope this is it. Well, that's definitely what the problem was. Got that fixed. It's gonna suck scraping these alleys now though with all this water in there. That is so much water. I gotta drive really slow, otherwise it's gonna push the water up into the beds, and we definitely don't want that. Make a massive mess for the ladies later. Cool, we just finished scraping that group and this water bowl has stopped filling, so got her fixed. Before we end today's video, I just want to quickly go over exactly how much feed that we were able to put up this year so far. We're at about 1,050 loads of silage at about 8.5 tons per truckload. That puts us around 9,000 tons of silage, which is equal to about 16 months of feed. That's a lot of guesstimating, about roughly, but that's kind of the numbers we're looking at, which is a lot better than we were off at the end of silaging last summer. And we're just very lucky. We know some other farmers that have not had the luck. They've seen some hail, a lot of drought. It's been really hit or miss in Saskatchewan this year. So we just know we're very fortunate. We weren't that fortunate last year. We had a terrible year last year. So we're just really stoked to be able to have a good summer and be able to put up the amount of feed that we were so far this year. So that is going to be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.